press. Brand new news, front page, who is this? All black on, real low key, take a guess. I stand out from the rest, no contest. I've been the man, I am him. Only fear God with the fear God I'm in. Been blessed, prayed up, amen. Now I'm getting to this money like a paper route kid. Extra, extra, read all about it. 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 I've been the man, you verse me, I know you would never win. Rarely take an L, never been a fan. Added sense, top speed, rest is in the wind. I just do me, I don't chase trends. First they all hate, then they wanna make friends. Talking about weed, that was never in the plan. I don't speak French, but I really like France. Extra, extra, read all about it. Extra, extra, read all about it. Extra, extra, read all about it. Extra, extra, read all about it.
What is going on, everybody? I'm Condition 13. It's time to get down on some Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown, a really difficult strategy game that recently came out. It's the Star Trek Voyager series as a survival strategy game. It's really, really good. I mean, some of the character models are a bit, you know, meh, but yeah, the pictures that they use for each character on point. I mean, it's a well-made game. You know, it's rough around the edges, but it's really been an enjoyable experience. And I'm looking forward to sharing it with you all. So I got streamer mode on, so you can't play any of the good music, like, you know, the Voyager theme. But, you know, it is what it is. So let's go. We're going to go with Survival. The authentic Delta Quadrant experience, recommended for experienced strategists and resource managers. I am neither, so we are going to be screwed. Trust me. Sometimes it feels like it's going well, and all of a sudden, bam, mutiny. So yeah, resources are limited. Combat is challenging. Dialogues and away missions are demanding. Homesickness is a problem. Let's go. Don't forget to smash that like button. If you're new, please do become a subscriber.
So, a few days back, this Captain Janeway breezes into my cozy penal colony like she owns the place. She's stern and smells like coffee and regulations. And the kicker? She's served with my old man on the Albatani. Turns out her security chief, Tuvok, was playing spy on a Maquis ship that vanished in the Badlands. Now Janeway needs that missing ship found, and because of my past associations, I'm apparently the resident expert on the Badlands. I find the missing Maquis. She puts in a good word for me at my next parole review. Simple. Still, the view is infinitely better than a holding cell. It's not every day you get a front row seat on a brand new Intrepid-class starship's maiden voyage. The USS Voyager. Might even get to touch the helm.
Yeah, so the actors who played Tuvok and Tom Paris both lended a voice to a few voice lines in the game, but it's mostly my voice you're going to be hearing when it comes to this game, because there's a lot of reading. So here we go. Gentlemen, welcome to Voyager. Ensign Kim, you're fresh from the academy. Ready for your first deep space assignment? Reporting for duty, Captain. It's an honor to be here. I hope I live up to your expectations. Ensign Kim, I trust you've already met Tom Paris, our esteemed observer, a former Maquis pilot who will help us search the Badlands for the Maquis vessel. With all due respect, ma'am, observer is hardly a title befitting my talents. I'm the best damn pilot in the sector. Call me pilot extraordinaire, Ensign. The Maquis? Wow, I've heard a lot of stories about them. Relax. I was with the Maquis for only a few weeks before I was captured and sent to a lovely penal colony in New Zealand. Penal colony? Enough chatter, gentlemen. All hands, this is Captain. Report to your stations. Hope you all having a good night so far. Helm, take us to the Badlands. Maximum warp. Into the Badlands. The Badlands are a treacherous region of space where violent plasma storms can cripple even the most advanced starships. Captain Janeway observes the swirl and chaos from the view screen, a subtle smile playing on her lips. She's ready for the challenge. Scanners are picking up no other vessels in the system, Captain. It's your time to shine, Mr. Paris. Any idea where your former colleagues might be hiding? I wasn't exactly Maquis of the Year, Captain, but they did prefer underground bases, remote planets, and... Captain, I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm reading a coherent Tetrion beam scanning us, and a displacement wave heading towards us. Incoming. A colossal wave of turbulent energy surges towards Voyager, its power dwarfing anything the crew has ever seen. With no time to analyze the threat, emergency measures are initiated. Red alert. Helm evasive maneuvers. Too late. The wave is intercepting. Will intercept us in 5 seconds. Brace for impact. Oh, no. As the crew regains consciousness, they find their bridge in total devastation. Twisted metal, sparking consoles, and injured crewmates paint the grim picture. What just happened? Damage report. Major hull and deck damage. The transporters are offline, and we are receiving casualty reports. Bridge to sick bay. Doctor, I've got injured crew on the bridge. Doctor? Damn. How y'all doing? Captain, we're losing systems across multiple decks. The deuterium tanks are empty. Warp core has gone to gray mode. We're on reserves barely. Mr. Paris, take the helm. Scan for the nearest source of deuterium. External sensors are offline. Stellar cartography must be down. Voyager's blind, Captain. Here we go. Gateway to engineering. We need stellar cartography back online now. So here we go. Switch that off. It's going to use 3 energy. And 2 crew members. What Harry is trying to say... Oh, shit. I skipped that. Sorry, man. Sorry, everybody. I didn't mean to click through that. But anyways. What Harry is trying to stammer is we're no longer in a bad... We're not in a Badlands anymore. What is that thing? Where are we? If our senses are working, we just jumped over 70,000 light years into the Delta Quadrant. The Delta Quadrant? How? Captain, life support systems are failing. This array will have to wait, Mr. Paris. Take the helm. Find us our deuterium source. Alright. So we got the system. Stellar cartography is back up so we can scan the planets. Deuterium there. Holy deuterium, Batman. That's uranium. Alright. First things first, let's go ahead and switch that on, start repairing. Repair the engineering office. Do I not have... Nothing's being repaired. Oh, yeah, I don't have the uranium. Alright, so let's go over here and get some deuterium. So we're going to fly over here, and it's going to be So I could choose this and get guaranteed 465 deuterium and 37 duranium, or I can play a little game of chance to try to get a little bit more. So yeah, let's do that. And it went in our favor this time. So there we go. We got 57 duranium and 716 deuterium. We can get them out of the gray mode. Alright, so warp core. Your levels are returning back to normal, Captain. Good. Now, what about this thing, this array? I can't tell, Captain, but our scanners detect a Maquis vessel next to it. Scan for lifetime, so we have a 100% chance of that working. There's no one on board, Captain. Scan the array. What about the array? Success. Several life forms on board, Captain. Is one of them Vulcan? I'm not sure, Captain. The signals are weak. We'll just have to see for ourselves. I want a transporter room repaired immediately. Mr. Paris, get us to a duranium deposit. We'll need it to repair the transporter room. We now have all the duranium we need. Because, yeah, we were lucky enough to get some off of that. Now we need engineering is on standby to repair the transporter, Captain. All right. That's done. Mr. Paris set course for the array, and it's time we got some answers. All right. So before we do that, we're going to come back in here to the ship. We're going to go to engineer. We're going to start repairing right there. And once that's done repairing, that'll give us another work crew to help start repairing the ship. Because as you can see, it is a mess. Need crew quarters. Got to feed the crew. Kim and Mr. Paris, get ready for your first away mission. Alright, so recommended traits, pilot and quick-witted. Not like any choice right now, but it's a good thing to note too. Whenever you're going on an away mission, just look at the recommended traits and make sure you're selecting the right officers to fill that void. Or hero, not necessarily officers, but yeah, you get it. Captain, we seem to have materialized in the middle of a cornfield. This place is eerily similar to Earth, but something's off. Any suggestions of what to do next? Alright, so either look for any footsteps or strange noises, or scan for any life signs or strange energy signatures. So, it's either Tom or Ensign Kim's skill we're going to go with. As you can see, the probability of whether or not it's going to work goes up and down. And when you use them, say we're going to go with look for footprints. On the next round, Paris is going to be fatigued. But it was a success. So it's kind of like rolling a digital dice. But anyways, though there are no footprints, Harry and Tom notice subtle disturbances in the corn stalks, suggesting a path. Following these signs, they soon find a farm where people were working the fields. An old man sits on the porch of a nearby farmhouse strumming a banjo. So you can see Paris is fatigued. So the likelihood of one of his skills working, goes down. Or percentage of his chance. So we're going to go with Kim. Argue with the fact that this can't be a farm and you want to know what's going on. Captain, this old man seems harmless enough. He might know what's going on here. How should we approach him? Either demand to know what's going on, Try to read its body language for any clues, or argue with the facts that this can't be a farm on Earth. You want to know what's going on. Harry and Tom argue that this can't be Earth, pointing out the inconsistencies in the plants and animals. While the old man remains evasive, they sense the other humans in the farm itself are not real. The old man, however, seems to be the only thing that is genuine. He is confused why Harry and Tom are early and as it is not their turn yet. He invites them to stay on the farm and wait, offering them some fresh corn cobs. We got 5 science points off that. Alright, so you can actually combine the abilities of multiple heroes that you have on an away mission to increase the likelihood of it going through. So the old man isn't much help. We'll try to find the Maquis ourselves. There's a large barn behind the farmhouse. The tricorder readings are off the charts. There's definitely something strange about it, especially the back wall. So we're going to go with the bottom one. Try to find a way to break the illusion of the wall. And it's guaranteed to be a success, with a possible chance for a critical success. Harry and Tom try to disrupt the energy field, causing a flicker in the air, but before they can break the illusion, the people from the field burst in, wielding farm tools as weapons. The old man appears and reveals the barn as an illusion, and the back wall dissolving to show a bluish glowing room where the unconscious people, including the tattooed man and a half-Klingon woman, lie on the surgical tables. Alright, so this is a critical decision that will have an effect on what's going to happen. So these people must be the missing Maquis. They are being held here, Captain. We must get them out of here. So either go with the pilot, wake up the tattooed man, or quick-witted, wake up the half-Klingon woman. So I'm going to go wake up the tattooed man. The cannon shall hold! Tom rushes towards the tattooed man, hoping to shake him awake. As he reaches out, the old man stops him, a look of concern on his face. Before Tom could react, a blinding white light fills the room, and everything goes blank. Hold on. Check something. Hope you all have a good night so far. I'm super happy to have you here. Don't forget to smash that like button. If you're new, please do become a subscriber. I'm Condition 13. This is Star Trek Voyager Across the Universe. I just want to check the setting real quick. That's what I thought. Okay, there we go. Fix that. My bad. So yeah, successful challenge times 4. Got 200 points off that. No critical success. Injury-free bonus. Sector times 1. And hell yeah. Got some goof off that. A sudden return. Captain Janeway anxiously awaits the return of her away team when Tom Parisway unexpectedly materializes in front of him behind her. What happened on the array? Captain, what happened over there, Mr. Paris? We lost contact with you for several hours. What? But we were only there for an hour, right? Harry? Harry? He was just beside me. There. Then he's still on the array. But why were you released and not? The Maquis are hailing us, Captain. Putting them on screen. I'm Commander Chakotay of the Maquis. My chief engineer, Belana Taurus, is missing. Is she with you? No, Commander. One of our own is also missing. It seems we are to share the It seems we share a problem, and it would make sense if we solved it together. It's been a long time since I read out loud for a long period of time, so please do excuse me if I do stumble a little bit. I'm an old man. 3 of us will beam over to your ship. Face to face, despite Janeway's invitation, the arrival of Chakotay and the Maquis crew on the bridge is fraught with tension. Both sides remain wary as they prepare to discuss their shared predicament. Captain, this is Tuvok, Oh, I know who he is. I'm glad to have you back, Tuvok. As am I, Captain. Commander Chakotay, I must inform you that I was assigned to infiltrate your crew. Were you going to deliver us to Starfleet's waiting hands, Vulcan? Correct. However, I assure you I performed my duties aboard your ship to the highest standards. Charming. And I see you have Paris with you. Are you forming a Maquis Traders Club, Captain? You win some and you lose some, Commander. Let's focus on bringing Taurus and Kim back to the array. We can't get back inside. They've sealed the entrances and blocking incoming hails. Lieutenant Tuvok, get down to engineering and find a way to bypass whatever's jamming our communications. Report back as soon as you have a solution. Captain, the ship's status remains critical. Repair protocols are imperative. We require resources in engineering office to mobilize the additional workforce. Prioritize life support, secure core decks, and restore Deck 5 functionality first and gain access to engineering office. Boom. Life support restored to Deck 5, Captain. Engineering office is now accessible. And of course, it's a mess. We'll have to fix it before we can even use it. Repairs in progress. Until completion, it would be logical to scan the planets in the system and gather more deuterium and uranium. Yes, sir. Alright. Let's go. Hope you all are doing well. So the engineering office is done. Engineering office is fully The engineering office is fully operational, Captain. We now have an additional work team to carry out 2 tasks simultaneously. Logically, we should now focus on Deck 2 and the mess hall and ensure crew's food supply, maintaining their physical endurance. This requires reactivating life support in that section first. Life support restored on Deck 2, Captain. Access to the mess hall is now possible. However, it has sustained extensive damage. Emergency rations are currently deployed. After repair, the crew can access replicator rations again. Repairs in progress. Roger. Until completion, we should address crew accommodations. The ruined room must be cleared to create room for residential sections. Alright. Before we do that, though, let's go ahead and repair the science laboratory. Now I can go to crew over here and research crew quarters. Now, over here, clear array. While waiting for our work team to finish, we should continue to collect more resources. That's all repairs are complete. We should switch to replicator rations now. It will enhance crew well-being. But it takes more deuterium to run that. Replicator rations are now issued to crew, Captain. So now we're using 41 deuterium per turn, or per cycle. That'll be done in 3 cycles. I have an extra workforce. Break that up. It's going to take about 13 more cycles to get proper crew rooms unlocked. But until then, I can call the emergency quarters. Just go ahead and move on over here. See, morale is like bleeding out right now. I need to get them some rooms. Ruined room reveal room concluded. Again, I apologize. It's been a long time since I've read out loud for like extended periods of time, so it's I may chop up a little bit here and there. Great. Maybe we can finally rebuild some crew quarters. My back is killing me from sleeping in the corridor. It'll do wonders for morale, for sure. Roger that. So, emergency quarters. It's negative morale, so you don't want to use a lot of these. Captain, the array's jamming signal has been neutralized. We can now establish communication. Let's hope they respond. Hail the array. Who's this? Why are you bothering me? Oh, it's you. Why are you back? You don't have what I need. I remember that voice, Captain. The old guy with the banjo, though he seemed a lot less jellyfish-like, jellyfishy back on the array. I'm Captain Janeway of the Federation Starship. I'm Captain Janeway of the Federation Starship Voyager. We mean you no harm. We just want our people back. Your people? Your people are no longer here. They might have what I need. You'll just have to leave them. Alright, so you can either appeal to his humanity, try to intimidate him, use Chakotay to let Chakotay talk home, or optional scan the array. Okay, let's go scan the array. I won't rely on the words of a stranger. Scan the array for the life signs of Harry and Taurus. No signs of them, Captain, and no humanoid life forms indicated at all. Who or what are we talking to right now? So yeah, let's go now. So it's a 40% chance. Plus, wait, 40 plus 30% chance that we can appeal to humanity. So let's go ahead and give that a try. We are entrusted with their safety. Their families and friends rely on us to bring them home. They are our responsibility. I understand, but I have no choice. There's just not enough time. Time for what? I must honor a debt that can never be repaid. Find something that cannot be found. What are you looking for? Maybe we can help. You? I've searched the galaxy for methods beyond your comprehension. No, there's nothing you can do. No, you're stealing my time. Don't you understand? I don't have time. Not enough time. We've been cut off, Captain. Damn it. We haven't got any closer to Harry and Taurus. You managed to get him open up a bit. Maybe Starfleet diplomacy isn't so bad after all. Captain, if I may, I have observed that the array has been sending the energy pulses towards the 5th planet of a neighboring system ever since our arrival. Given the lack of information regarding our missing crew's location, investigating this planet appears to be the most logical step. It's the only lead we have. Thoughts, Commander? It seems our paths are intertwined, Captain. Let's use this opportunity to find our people and bring them back. Agreed. Mr. Paris, take the helm again. Let's find our people. Set course to the 5th planet, the neighboring system, maximum warp. Right, so we're going to go to the sector map. So, now, you can right-click and just automatically go to the next sector, or you can or left-click, I mean. Or you can hold right-click, which zooms into that sector, and you can select which planet you want to fly to. It's going to be 8 seconds away, so it's going to be tight. Not go directly to the combo. Alright, so we're negative 21 morale per cycle right now. Alright. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Shut up, Wesley.
Cycles in Alpha Quarters. Cool. Alright, so I'm gonna go here. And I'm gonna get deuterium here. Nice. Alright, so next. from a safe distance. It's a good chance to get in 30, or conduct a detailed analysis. Science Laboratory Level 1. Screw it. Big money. No whammies. Come on, stop! Yeah, there we go. I have no control over that, by the way. It's just random. As far as I know, if I'm wrong, please do correct me. Alright, so yeah, I have 172 deuterium left. Definitely need to refuel. So there's 3 quarters. Now it's 10 crew in these. Now the emergency quarters you can fit 12, but I mean again, you get negative morale for that. So I just want to go with the crew quarters right now. Alright, easy. Alright, so I have one choice right now because I don't have the torpedo bay up. Alright, not bad. I set him up, bitch. We'll leave for now. So good. Alright, I'll come back over here. Some more deuterium. Alright, so I have first little crew quest. I need to get enough. I need to get 900 deuterium stored, or actually, I need to collect 900 deuterium. I don't have to have 900 total. It could be just, you know, a human would still be using it. So you can get 837 now, or 544 guaranteed. You guys go like that, bird in the hand and all. Over here. Boom, hydroponics. Nice. Alright, so we're going food. Right on. So these rooms. We need to house 18 more crew members. And now we'll be done with, so boom, 2 more rooms right there. I'll cover that. We are on a roll. Alright. We'll work on repairing phasers. Oh, shields, phasers, then torpedoes, then workshop. Leave the storage alone and focus on this. Over here, refill a little bit. Phasers. And repair torpedoes next. Alright, let's go. Come on. Woo! Now if it goes in the like the orange, I could have lost some hull strength, injured crew could have died, or got sick. Anything could happen. See, now morale's going into the into the positive. Not too shabby so far. Shop. So I start clearing that deck off next. Yeah, as you clear off the ruined rooms, you get materials like uranium and titanium. Here we go. Oh, come on. Captain, we have reached our destination. Damn it. Captain, we've reached our destination. No sad horn right. Here we go. Captain, we've reached our destination. Orders? There we are, Captain. And might I say, what a ride. Voyager handles like a dream. Responsive, agile. Don't get too carried away, Mr. Paris. Let's see what we have here. A new lead. Following the array's energy pulses, Voyager discovers a desert planet with a harsh, unforgiving landscape. Are Harry, Kim, and Belana perhaps being held in this place? What's so special about this ugly old space rock? Prepare an away team. We'll examine this world firsthand. So a couple things are slightly, different. Captain, a small ship is approaching. They're hailing us. This is how you meet Neelix. On screen. A pure alien with a mischievous grin greets Voyager from the chaotic vessel. Neither Starfleet nor the Maquis have ever seen such a species before. Perhaps an inhabitant of the Delta Quadrant? Greetings. Looking for something on this dusty old rock? Would we find anything, Mr. Neelix? Never seen a ship like yours. Let me guess, you were whisked away from somewhere else in the galaxy and brought here against your will? Sounds as though you've heard this story before. Thousands of times. Well, hundreds of times. Maybe 50 times. But the caretaker has been bringing ships here for months now. The caretaker? That's what the Ocampa call him. He probably snatched some of your crew too, right? They're likely down on the planet with the Ocampa. Captain, it's a tricky place. Dangerous. You could use a guide, but of course, guide needs a little, compensation. Sounds fair. Wonderful. To be honest, I've had it rough recently. Those pesky void voles have been nibbling away at my supplies. Some food and water would be most welcome. If you help us find our missing crew, you can have all the food and water you want. It's a deal. Alright, so rebuild Voyager and explore the system, or skip cycles until Neelix is ready to talk, which is only 3 cycles. And we still need to get a little more deuterium, so... Oh wow, they changed that. Big money, no enemies, come on! Woo! Morale plus 80. Keep the promise. Captain, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Yeah, we need more cargo space. Gotcha. What a delicious meal and a culinary masterpiece. I've never encountered such a tangy but comforting, smooth yet vibrant concoction. What was it called again? Tomato soup. Tomato soup. I'm something of a culinary wizard myself, My Alfarian hair pasta bowl is widely known for its bold, mouth-watering taste. Mr. Neelix, I am pleased you are enjoying yourself, but we need your assistance now. Yes, you're a missing crew, right? Scan the southern continent and look for a range of dead volcanoes. At the foot, you'll find a Kazon Ogla encampment. Kazon Ogla? One Kazon sect of many. They control this part of the quadrant. They're a bit difficult, but with the right approach, even they can be reasoned with. Yeah, sorry. I thought you said the Ocampa had our people. Well, the Ocampa do have your people. It's just finding them is a bit tricky. My old pal Maj Jabin, the Ogla leader, might know where to look. He's a nice guy, a bit gruff, but he owes me a favor. Alright. Very well, prepare our away team. And you'll accompany them, Mr. Neelix. I hope everyone is having a good night so far. Captain, we reached our destination. Orders, send an away team. Alright, so I need a survivalist and an innovator. Do not have an innovator, so we'll take a survivalist. And, somebody with science. So we'll bring Tuvok. He's lemon squeezy, let's do this! The away team materializes in a small valley between the dead volcanoes. The sun burns down on them mercilessly. The air is hot and dry, and a sand wind whips into their eyes. Captain, our tricorders are malfunctioning, probably because of the energy impulses. How do we get our bearings in this dust bowl? That's a survivalist. Get a nice little bonus of deuterium with that. Using his survival skills into positions, Chakotay determines the cardinal directions. He navigates the team through the rocky valley, eventually reaching a rocky ledge, gaining a better view of the surrounding area. In the distance, they spot the Kazon Ogla settlement. However, the wind is picking up and a massive sandstorm is approaching from the south. Captain, the sandstorm is heading our way. We need to find cover fast. So, either build a temporary shelter, get 10 uranium, or analyze the area and evaluate the best cover for the storm for 10 science. Boom, failure. No. The away team wastes too much time settling for a cover spot, and the sandstorm comes upon them in full force. They stumble through the blinding storm before finally finding a secure place. After what seems like an eternity, the storm subsides. The away team emerges, bruised and battered, and sets off in the direction of the Kazon Ogla settlement. So it looks like Tuvok's injured. Captain, we've reached the settlement. How should we approach? Yeah. Let Neelix do the introduction. It'll go perfect well. No problems. Guaranteed. Neelix bounced forward, greeting the Kazon Ogla in his usual boisterous manner. The women and children seem to recognize him, but their expressions are skeptical rather than welcoming. The men approach cautiously, weapons in hand. A tall Kazon emerges from the settlement, Jabin, their leader. At the sight of Neelix, his face darkens. In the background, a badly bruised young woman who looks nothing like the Kazon, but more like a human with pointy ears, peers around a corner. Seems like the Kazon don't find Neelix as charming as he led us to believe. How should we appease them, Captain? Alright, so we can get morale if we go this route. Assure them we have no bad intentions. Alright, we got this. Easy peasy. The away team calmly explains their peaceful intentions, emphasizing their desire to find their missing crew. Their diplomatic approach eases the tension, and Jabin explains that the Ocampa live underground. Their access is controlled by the caretaker, who also provides their only source of water. As proof, Jabin points to the bruised woman he is holding as a slave, an Ocampa. He explains that she is one of the few that have managed to reach the surface. Suddenly, Neelix grabs a phaser. He points it at Jabin and demands the Ocampa woman to be freed. So, something, choices you have a certain amount of risk to them. You can see how much risk each choice has. So, I want that uranium. So we're going to go with this one. Secure the retreat with phaser fire. Oh, critical success. The away team lays down covering fire, forcing the Kazon to take cover. This allows them to minimize their exposure to the enemy fire. Jabin, though furious, seems to acknowledge the away team's fighting skills. They escape with no casualties. Oh, wow. I thought Tuvok got injured. Oh, right. Got an injury-free bonus. Hell yeah. Safely back on Voyager, Neelix surprises the rest of the away team as he and the rescued woman kiss passionately. How deep does the relationship between the two go? I swear it's not my first day of reading. I promise. I'm sorry. My dearest Kess, didn't I promise to save you? I knew you would come for me, my love. You lied and endangered my crew. This is not how trust is built, Mr. Neelix. He was desperate, Captain, but I understand. I want to repay you and your crew for saving us. And Jabin said the access to the underground city is controlled by the caretaker. There's a tunnel, but the caretaker sealed it with a security barrier. We may be able to transport through the barrier if it has the slightest breach. A transporter signal amplifier will be necessary. Excellent idea, Kess. Can you help us once we've located the breach? Of course, it's the least I can do. I'm grateful now. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. Alright, someone get started on that transporter signal amplifier, and Kess, we'll go to sickbay and have you examined. Captain Science Lab is back in line. We can start researching the signal amplifier. Computer, initiate emergency hologram. Emergency medical hologram. Ah, sorry. Oh, fudge. This is legit, like, the most I've read out loud in years. Consecutively. Introducing the doctor. With no other options available, Captain Janeway activates Voyager's emergency medical hologram. A shimmering figure materializes in sickbay, ready to provide critical care. Please state the nature of the medical emergency. Doctor, our chief medical officer is dead. You have to take care of sickbay for now, and this patient, Kess. There's no need for concern. I'm capable of treating any injury or disease, broken ulna, or a few minor bruises and grazes, nothing I can't handle. You're in the most capable hands, young lady. Thank you, Doctor. That's very kind of you. I expect you to do your best, Doctor. I need to take a second. I need to get a drink. 2 seconds, everybody. I'm sorry. I'm going to do that. Silly. Purpose. Do my best? Captain, I am programmed for optimal care. What else would I do? Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a patient to attend to and a sick pay to reorganize. Alright. That's 3 cycles. Start Cool beans. Wait this out. Captain, the blueprints for the signal amplifier are complete. However, to start production, we need to repair the workshop. Workshop repaired, Captain. We can start production of the signal amplifier. So it'll be 3 seconds for that. I need to do a cargo back. Boom. Alright. I'll take care of that. task. Explore text tree, researching attack, craft, transports. Engineering, want to do workshop level 2, so I want to do tier 2. Start researching that. With workshop level 2, you can craft torpedoes. Oh, pardon me. Signal amplifier has been completed and ready for use, Captain. It would be wise to make haste to the back to Alpha. That's why we never left. Captain, we reached our destination. Orders. Alright, so we need Ocampo, got Ocampo, we need engineering skills, Starfleet, and phasers. So we're gonna go with Chakotay and Tuvok. Paris. Upon materializing near the tunnel entrance, a group of Kazon are already there, tinkering with the security barrier with frustration. As soon as they notice the away team, they flinch in fear and back off a little bit. Watch out, shouts one of them. The foreign warriors are back. Captain, the Kazon seem hesitant, almost fearful. What are our orders? So, either bluff to open fire. If they don't retreat, count to 3. Ignore the Kazon and proceed directly to the tunnel entrance. Let's go ahead and save Kess for that. We're going to need her skills here soon, so let's go with that. The away team confidently ignores the Kazon, heading straight for the tunnel entrance. The Kazon, intimidated by the away team's fearless demeanor, make no attempt to stop them. Captain, we have reached the tunnel entrance using the transporter signal amplifier now to find possible breaches in a security barrier. Alright, cool. Yeah, it'll be fine. Alright, big money, no whammies. Boo! The transporter signal amplifier proves less effective than hoped. While it detects fluctuations in a barrier, it cannot pinpoint a suitable breach. After several attempts, the away team manages to find a weak spot and transport through, but the process takes longer than expected. Beyond the barrier, the tunnel opens into a breathtaking sight. Embedded into a large cavern, a futuristic environment with smooth white walls emerges in front of the away team. Glowing in a warm white light and littered with patches of green, the Ocampo City. Captain, we're inside the Ocampo City, but it's a maze of streets and chambers. How should we proceed to find Harry and Balana? Alright, so Kess is fatigued, but I still feel it's the best choice. For the morale! We got this. I believe. Alright. Kess approaches the group of Ocampo, respectfully asking for assistance in locating the missing Harry and Balana. The Ocampo, touched by her concern, eagerly provide directions to the medical facility. The away team eventually finds their crew members, awake but disoriented, surrounded by strange medical equipment. Balana, wary of the Balani. Wow. Oh man, I can't believe this. Anyways, Balana, wary of the unfamiliar faces, instinctively reaches for a weapon. But before any confrontation can occur, the ground starts to shake violently. A message from Captain Janeway cuts through the joy of the reunion. The caretaker array has apparently repositioned itself and is now firing at the tunnel entrance. We need to get out of here. That's a no-brainer. Boom! Critical success. The away team quickly navigates the catalytic tunnel. They dodge falling debris and leap over widening chasms, escaping the crumbling ceiling just in time. Soon they reach the exit, the security barrier, the only thing standing between them and their escape. The tremors are interfering with the signal amplifier's focus, Captain. The connection is constantly being interrupted. We can't beam out like this. Alright. Alright, so I can go with Tom. Stabilize the transporter signal amplifier by adjusting its frequency and modulation. 50-50 shot on that one. Or slightly more of a chance. And I can get some science points off that. Analyze the tremors interfering pattern and recalibrate the transporter signal amplifier accordingly. Screw it, let's do this. Big money, no whammies. Woo! There we go. The team analyzes the tremors interference patterns and quickly recalibrates the transporter signal amplifier to compensate. The transporter signal stabilizes, allowing the away team to lock onto the beam and materialize safely back on Voyager. Unexpected allies. Back on Voyager, Harry Kim breathes a sigh of relief while B'Elanna Torres eyes her Starfleet rescuers with suspicion. The Maquis engineer struggles to understand this sudden alliance. Miss Torres, welcome aboard Voyager. I am Captain Catherine Janeway, and this is Ensign Kim. It's good to have you back on One Piece. Reporting for duty, Captain. I didn't think I'd ever see Voyager again. It's good to be back. What the hell's going on here, Chakotay? Since when are we cozying up to Starfleet? It's a long story, B'Elanna. Let's just say we had to compromise to get you back. And we share a common goal. Getting back home. Anything you learned on the planet could help us? Ask if they know why they were sent to Ocampa. The caretaker mentioned that you might have what he needs. Can you make sense of that? We woke up covered in strange ulcerations. Is ulcerations a word? The Ocampa said that we were sent away to prevent some kind of plague. Except we weren't sick before we met the guy. What a crock. They also said a caretaker sent others with the same disease, but they didn't recover. They died? I want you both in sickbay now. Captain, their condition is unusual. I mean, you know, some say I'm unusual, but you know, a lot of people would say that I'm unique. I would say that I'm unique. Moving on. It appears to be a cellular disruption caused by the introduction of a foreign genetic material. Their bodies are rejecting it rather violently, I might add. They're fortunate. A few more days and the cellular disruption would have been fatal. Foreign genetic material? For what purpose? An excellent question, Commander. It appears to have been introduced deliberately, though anyone would want to inject them with incompatible DNA is beyond my comprehension. Prognosis, Doctor? I've already started the treatment. With my expertise, they should be making full recovery. Captain, there is now enough evidence to form a reasonable hypothesis. The caretaker provides for the Ocampa, yet remains on his array. It's logical to assume the provisions arrived through the energy pulses. They have increased in frequency since your arrival, and now he destroyed the access tunnel. In addition, he frequently mentioned running out of time. The caretaker has sustained the Ocampa for millennia. Why this sudden urgency? It is illogical. My conclusion is that he does not intend to continue his role as caretaker. The doctor's discovery further confirms my hypothesis. The caretaker is enacting measures to safeguard the Ocampa for as long as possible. However, they will run out of energy eventually, so he seeks a successor, one who could continue his work. This explains the abduction and subsequent testing of individuals from various sectors. I believe the caretaker is dying. And if he dies, how the hell are we supposed to get home? We have to return to the array before it's too late. Captain, given the caretaker's reluctance to cooperate, a more assertive approach may be necessary. The Vulcan's right. If the overgrown energy blob won't send us home, we'll blast our way out. Phasers, torpedoes, the whole shebang. I believe a bit of tactical planning is in order. Shields first, then phasers. Our offensive and defensive capabilities have been restored, Captain. However, I suggest a test run to verify the system functionality. Excuse me, this ace pilot knows more maneuvers than Starfleet throw Greek letters and numbers together. Except for the one for evading Starfleet custody. Gentlemen, enough. Tuvok is right, we need to test our combat systems, but we lack a sparring partner. You have one, our ship. Seriously, Chakotay? All the Maquis on Valjean as Starfleet target practice? What could possibly go wrong? Alana, focus. We need preparation. I will pilot the Valjean, Captain. Just remember to set your phasers to simulation. I'll keep that in mind, Commander. Alright, select the heroes. Alright, so Top Harris offers evasive maneuvers, dodging enemy attacks for a limited time, granting a brief window of invulnerability, has a 26-second cooldown. Harry Kim has shield hacking, hacks enemy shield frequencies, increasing the shield penetration rate of Voyager weapons by 20%, with a 19-second cooldown, and Tuvok's coordinated attack fires two simultaneous phaser salvos, dealing increased damage.
What are your orders, Captain?
Alright, so we're going to target.
Moving to attack the front, Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
There's Kim's ability.
Ability ready, Captain.
Oh, Harris.
Ability ready, Captain.
And Tuvok's.
Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
Alright, their weapons down. Let's go for
Moving to attack the aft, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
Boom. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Oopsie.
Boom. That's how it's done. Not bad for a temporary guy, huh, Tuvok? Your methods were unconventional. However, the objective was achieved and acceptable performance. One more thing, Captain. Whatever awaits us at the Ray, the Valjean should be in the support position for Voyager. Alright, have the transporter room standing by in case your crew needs an emergency beam out. Let's show the squadron what we're really made of. Back to sector map. Alright, it's 8 cycles away. It's gonna cost 41 deuterium per cycle, so no deuterium here. We got this. Cargo bay is done, so that's going to be warmer for deuterium. Let's go ahead and build another cargo bay. Actually, yeah, let's build the hydroponics bay. Here's some food. Alright, let's get to the array. Captain, we have reached our destination. Orders. Continue. It seems we were expected, Captain. It's the Kazon. The lead ship is hailing us. They're probably not calling to chat. I'll have our Maquis Raider manned. You'll have our support if it turns into a fight, Captain. Excellent idea. But let's see what the Kazon have to say first. Why are you here? Do you truly believe you can defeat us? All we care about is getting home, Javin. We will beam over to the array and see if we can reach that. That's all? After your display of firepower, we don't fear you, but we are not fools. We have no dispute with you. Then leave. The array is ours. This is absurd. We have no intention of challenging you. The array is mine. Leave or face my wrath. Javin, we can discuss this like two civilized. He's disconnected, Captain, and they're powering up their weapons. Battle stations. Alright, let's do this. I got this.
What are your orders, Captain?
Alright.
Moving to attack the front, Captain.
Pardon me. Wow.
Ability ready, Captain.
Taking those shields.
Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
Alright, so the weapons are taken out. Let's go ahead and go for the warp core.
Moving to attack. An enemy is
Go,
fled,
go.
Captain.
Boom. Alright, so we move to the next.
Moving to attack the front,
Take out their
Captain.
weapons. Rinse and repeat.
Ability ready, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
Final one.
Moving to attack the front, Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
Boom. Not bad. We pushed them back, but it was a close call. We got our crew beamed off in time before the raiders exploded. You are strong, Captain, but there is strength of numbers. Now I have called for... Oh my god, I can't. You are strong, Captain, but there is strength in numbers. I have called for reinforcements. This array will be mine. Then I guess we don't have much time. Hail the array. Well, aren't you persistent? We need you to send us back to where we came from. Impossible. I barely have enough strength to complete my work. I must protect Ocampa. If I don't, the Kazon will steal their water. They won't be able to survive. Send us home. You've dragged us into this. You need to send us. Captain, Javin wasn't bluffing. His reinforcements have arrived. I could try to access the array system to transport us to the Alpha Quadrant, Captain. No, I'm fading. Time's up. If you leave, the array will be left at Kazon. They will annihilate the Ocampa. You must destroy it. Don't listen to him. We'll be stranded. Please protect the Ocampa. Captain, the Kazon are closed again. Shall I try to access the primary control system and send us back? We're gonna do the right thing. We never asked to be involved, but we are. I won't trade the lives of the Ocampa for our convenience. Lieutenant Tuvok, ready to try Cobalt device. What are you doing? The array's our only way out of here. You can't. I can, and I will. Try Cobalt device ready, Captain. Fire.
Do it.
Find another way home, I promise. What do you think? Who do you think you are, making the decision for all of us? It was the right decision, Blana. The Ocampa, they remind me of our own people. We were fighting for a more powerful enemy to protect our own. You Ocampa deserve that too. 70,000 light years. We're really stranded here, aren't we? Great. I'll definitely miss my next parole review. A missed parole review should not be your primary concern at the moment, Mr. Paris. Thanks, Tuvok. Hadn't thought about that. Jabba is hailing us, Captain. You have made an enemy today. Mr. Paris, put some distance between us and this place. Alright. Cycles. Yeah, tier 2's done. So we have workshop level 2. Getting research, but also after that, we go engineering room, engineering office, tier 2, which. There we go. So I need tier 3 after that. Cool. Scan these out. Now if I'm right, one of these science of risk is too high to send an away team. Dispatch team. Outcome excellent, nice. Examine the bodies for clues, determine what happened. Sick bay level 1. Or scan the remains for residual energy or not. Let's go. Nice. Hell yeah. Destroy the membrane. Some sort. Only take the membrane-like substance and leave the bodies as they are. Nice. Ultra-thin reactor plating unlocked. Conduct a detailed analysis or perform a passive scan. Let's go with detailed analysis. Oh man, we're on a roll. It will definitely not stay like that. Guaranteed. An abandoned mining station. The station is under lockdown and seems to be damaged. Either safely search for anything valuable without entering the station, or repair parts of the mining station. Mine some of the resources. Let's go with that. Woo! All right. Set up and ready to go. All right. Let's finish this off. 70,000 light years from home. It seems. We're in this together, Commander. Your decision didn't win you any friends, Kazon, Maquis, and Starfleet, but I respect you for it. Their anger is justified, but we have more pressing concerns. 2 crews, 1 ship, stranded in the Delta Quadrant, fighting for survival. I knew a thing or two about survival. The Maquis are a motley crew. We had to learn to put our differences aside to work together, to coexist. Coexist, Well, Commander, I'd like to offer you the position of Voyager's first officer. First officer, you're willing to trust a Maquis with that responsibility? I'm learning to adapt. This is a new beginning and a chance to forge a new path together. 27 crew joined Voyager. Neelix, Kess, you wanted to see me? Do you need anything else before we leave? Supplies, water, medicine? Well, that's what we wanted to discuss. We'd like to go with you. Before you say anything, Captain, we both very much want to be part of your journey. I can offer you so much in this sector, Captain. Need a guide, supplies, contacts, and a cook. Oh, you haven't lived until you've tasted my aglabosk. But more than that, Captain, I can be your morale officer. Keep your smiles bright as long as Voyager's on this long voyage home. I have a feeling you'll need that. A guide, a cook, and a morale officer? That's quite the offer, Mr. Neelix. And Cass, what about you? What do you hope to gain from this journey? I want to see the galaxy. There's so much out there I don't know, so much to explore and discover. I haven't mentioned it before, but the Ocampa once possessed telepathic powers. Generations of dependence on the caretaker have diminished them. Perhaps this journey could help me understand these abilities, learn more, develop them. I also want to help. After the doctor cured my wounds, I realized I want to help people too. Maybe I can learn from him, assist in sick bay. I think the doctor would be glad to have you. Very well then, welcome aboard. Captain, you might want to see this. Looks like we've stirred a little trouble. In a good way, I think. A sudden distress call reveals Voyager's victory over Jabin sparked a mass escape from the Kazon slave camp. Janeway wastes no time in ordering desperate survivors to be beamed aboard. Neelix is abroad to find another Talaxian, Zibian, who was captured while exploring the Ocampa landscape. Gratefully joins the growing crowd of survivors seeking the doctor's care. 21 crew joined Voyager. I mean, it'd be nice to have the choice whether or not to accept them, you know, just saying. Deliver a speech to overcome differences. Yeah, let's go with stand strong as one crew, defend ourselves. We are alone in an uncharted part of the galaxy, facing unknown threats, but we will not cower. We will stand together as one crew, armed and ready to fight for our survival. As the only Starfleet vessel in the Delta Quadrant, we will continue to chart new territories and unravel the secrets of this region. Our objective is to return home. 75 years is unacceptable, and we will innovate. We'll seek out shortcuts and new technologies. We will forge alliances and confront those who stand in our path. We will adapt and we will prevail. We will not rest until we reach home. Well spoken, Captain. Mr. Paris, you've proven yourself as a skilled pilot and a valuable member of this crew. I hereby appoint you as our flight control officer. For the first time in my life, I don't know what to say. Perhaps a state that you would like to embrace more frequently from now on, Lieutenant Paris. Lieutenant Paris doesn't have a ring to it, don't you think? Hey, Harry, I bet your own promotion is just around the corner. Oh boy, imagine me becoming a captain one day. Yeah, good luck with that, bud. Very well, gentlemen. As your first official act in your new position, Lieutenant Paris, set a new course. We're flying home. All right.
Personal log, Lieutenant Tuvok. We have been in the Delta Quadrant for an estimated 4 weeks. The integration of Starfleet and former Maquis personnel is progressing. Our current trajectory of 70,000 light-years to Federation space dictates a need for a long-term survival strategy. Due to the replicator's power consumption, the captain has concluded that we must transition to traditional nutrition and enlist the assistance of Mr. Neelix in locating alternative food sources. I have provided Mr. Neelix with a Starfleet Cadet's Guide to Shipboard Protocol, specifically highlighting regulations concerning discipline, resource management, and proper conduct. To date, I have observed no discernible alteration in his operational methodology or adherence to protocol. I will therefore continue to monitor his activities to ensure that his unconventional approach does not result in any culinary incidents.
Personal log, Lieutenant Tom Paris. Lieutenant, Flight Control Officer. has a nice ring to it. Who'd have thought you only need to get yourself stranded 70,000 light years from home to actually climb the Starfleet ladder? Starfleet brass and Maquis rebels all crammed onto one ship? Found a good pal in Harry Kim. His nose is still glued to the How to Be a Model Ensign manuals, but he's got potential. My off-duty hours? I'd spend them on the holodeck if the damn thing wasn't fried. I'm honestly dying of boredom. So, to keep from going completely off the rails, I've decided to start building a holo version of Chez Sandrine, my old bar hangout by the port in Marseille. Turns out, when Starfleet isn't supplying endless resources, you have to, conserve? And that, unfortunately, includes the food replicators as well. The captain wants us to find traditional food sources, and Neelix, our Delta Quadrant guide, is apparently the point man for that gourmet expedition. Sounds exciting. Neelix already puts our security chief through the logical ringer daily. Can't wait to see what kind of traditional delicacies he drags back when we actually let him forage for real food. I'll be sticking close to the replicators, just in case.
All right, y'all. We're going to cap it off there. Thank you all for tuning in, though. It's a really interesting game. It's a lot of reading. A lot of reading. And, when you're playing by yourself, it's not so, not so bad. When you're streaming it, whew. And like I said, it's the most I have read out loud consecutively in years. But you know what? This game's worth it. I'm having so much fun. I will see you all tomorrow night. Probably won't be streaming this, but we'll definitely be streaming. Gonna get back on schedule. Get Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 10 p.m. to to when we complete. We eventually get back to some nice long form streams. But, little streams for right now. Just get back into a schedule. Thank you all for all your patience through all this, taking care of my family. And it's just really, it's taken away any time I have had to be able to do streaming. So I'm happy to be able to just try to, get back into it. But thank you all. I'll see you soon. Be well. And thank you for being here.